right from the conception. When a mother conceives, well before the conception, one can prepare physically, mentally, emotionally for the entire course of pregnancy. So before the conception and during the 9 months of pregnancy, it is divided into 3 trimesters. The first trimester, the second trimester, the third trimester. And the practices of yogic techniques, it varies in all 3 different trimesters.
So what are the benefits of this prenatal yoga?
We can minimize the complexities of the pregnancy. We can minimize the issues which comes during the pregnancy. Like the first trimester, we have the morning sickness, the nauseatic feeling, vomiting, loss of appetite, letharginess. All these symptoms can be minimized. During the labor, during the delivery, the pain and the discomfort is less. It is for the happy and healthy pregnancy for mother and for the fetus, for the health of the fetus and the offspring which is coming. It is good for the health of the offspring.
So these are the benefits, and we recommend to start prenatal yoga during pregnancy. So my next question is that, Shivchitra, what is the right time during pregnancy when a pregnant lady can start prenatal yoga?
I said in the previous question that it begins right before the conception. One starts preparing the body, the physical body, the mental body, yes, emotional body for the entire course of pregnancy. So it begins well before the conception. Why? Because we need certain muscles which are to be strong. The abdominal strength is needed. The back muscle has to be strong. The pelvic muscle has to be strong, and the entire spine has to be strong and flexible. So we need to prepare the physical body and mental body for the pregnancy. So it can start right before the conception when a mother or when a parent plan it to have a baby.
But what if they have not been doing it, and in general what we have seen is after the completion of 5 weeks or 6 weeks, the lady comes to know that she is expecting. So in that case,
when cases like this, in such cases, it can start at any stage. It can start from any day during the pregnancy.
Not a specific
time frame or time period. But in these cases, they have to go very slow, steady, gentle. They have to be prepared well. Why? Because they didn't have the preparatory days of yoga. Yes. They didn't build up those muscles which were required to be built. So now it can start and it can flow, but it has to be gentle, it has to be very systematic, it can go on.
So are there any yoga postures, particular postures or asanas which are not safe during pregnancy?
The pregnancy yoga, the prenatal yoga has divided into 3 trimesters. The first trimester, we can do most of the practices. Everything is safe here. The moment we move to the second trimester, we have to cut down some of the asanas. We have to bring some changes in the yogic practices. Some standing stretch has to be stopped. The inverted asanas have to be stopped, like Sarvangas and Shirsasana have to be stopped. In the third trimester, when the baby grows and it's a little big, the movement becomes a little difficult. So practices on the abdomen has to be stopped. The practices becomes more gentle in nature, more relaxation, the meditation and the breathing practices, and then the physical practices goes on, but in a very modified and in a very subtle way.
So you mean the yoga asanas or the breathing techniques totally depends upon the trimester.
That's true.
So viewers, Shiv Chitam has said that first trimester has different yoga asanas and breathing techniques, and the second and third has different. So it totally depends upon in which trimester you are in, right?
Right.
So what if somebody or some lady has already been practicing yoga and then she came to know about that she is expecting? So she should continue with the same yoga classes, or she should switch to prenatal yoga classes?
The prenatal yoga class, which is tailor-made for pregnant women, is needed. Not a general class at this time during the pregnancy. As I mentioned, that it varies trimester-wise. So it will not be a general yoga class. It will not be a general yoga practices. Things which are needed at that time has to be practiced.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And as you already mentioned about the benefits of pregnancy, but let us go in depth and provide some insights about the benefits of yoga during delivery and birth. That is benefits of yoga in labor, the process.
Yeah, that's a tense moment during delivery
very tense,
and
very
labor.
tense.
For a expectant mother, it's a very tense moment. But somebody who's been trained in meditative practices, the relaxation practices, compared to the other mothers, somebody who's trained into yoga will be much more relaxed, much more calm, the nerves will be relaxed. And the first stage of labor, one can do the deep yogic breathing. The yogic breathing is a technique where you involve the entire lungs. So the breathing becomes deeper and you become more relaxed. When the contraction becomes little stronger, in that stage a modified way of doing Bhastrika Pranayama, breathing forceful, is applied, is used. And between the contractions, the period, we can have a normal breath, normal deep breath. We can have normal deep breath, and it relaxes normally.
So friends, if you really want to have a smooth labor with less of pain, you can start with prenatal yoga. Start with the breathing techniques that yoga has, and the labor becomes more easier and quicker. The process becomes more quicker. Okay?
Yeah, this is the experiences of mothers who underwent yoga during her pregnancy. That it becomes smooth. The pregnancy, the entire length of pregnancy becomes smooth, relaxed, and baby after the delivery, it is seen whether it's a boy or girl, is very balanced in personality.
Very calm,
soothing, composed. So it's a different baby than a general
baby. Wow, that's great. So Shiv Chitam has provided a good knowledge about this yoga technique. If you start doing it, you will have a very calm and composed baby, baby which doesn't get
So
heavy.
calm, composed doesn't mean that he will be dull or she will be dull. No,
No, very
so brilliant in mind,
brilliant, yes.
intelligent in mind.
Not short-tempered.
Yes, not short-tempered. A balanced personality will be there. If a mother has gone a balanced, comprehensive yoga practice of the physical asanas, the pranayams, the meditations, the relaxation techniques, mantras can be incorporated to soothe the nerves of the mother.
We can do chanting.
Yes.
So my next question will be, what about postnatal yoga? What is that? We have heard the term, and what are the benefits related to postnatal?
See, immediately if the mother has a normal delivery, matter of 3 days, 4 days, one can begin some yogic practices. Even on the bed, she could start with yogic breathing, deep breathing. She can start with a pranayam called Nadi Shodhan Pranayam, which energizes the body. The bandhas, the mool bandh, which can be to contract the uterus, can be implemented. The practice of bandha, the mool bandh, can be there. And in a week, 2 weeks' time, gentle loosening of exercises, anti-rheumatic series, the joint series, joint practices can be started. Matter of 3 weeks, we can gently start a general yoga routine, which helps the mother mentally, physically, emotionally. And if it is a cesarean, in that case, we have to delay this. Asana practice comes a little later, maybe 35-40 days after we begin the asana practices. But even in that case, the breathing practices, the pranayams, the meditation and the relaxation can start.
Because in general scenario, we have seen that after getting a green signal from the doctor, the gynec, after the completion of 6 weeks, then only we go for any kind of exercise or.
That's a myth. You can say in a general delivery cases, we can right away start.
Okay.
Yes.
But not for cesarean.
Not for cesarean.
So this is a good news for normal birth mothers who are planning for normal delivery. For you can, if you have been doing yoga from the first trimester onwards and during your pregnancy, you can also do it postnatal, just after the delivery, maybe after 3 days.
Yes.
3 days. Breathing can be started on the
Yes.
bed itself, but the normal yoga can be done after 3 days.
3 days to a week time.
3 days to a week's time. But cesarean needs to have little bit of rest, and they can start after 3 weeks, you said.
I said 35-40 days.
35-40 days.
40 days,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So that's wonderful for them. And we have also heard about this mom and baby yoga. What is that? It sounds very interesting. Mom and baby yoga.
It's a new concept. Generally, the mother, she doesn't have time. A newborn has come. She is totally involved with the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And especially in the nuclear family, where there's nobody to help around. The mom and baby yoga is a concept where both of them go to a yoga place, to a yoga studio, to a yoga center. Mom is taken to a different yoga room and the baby is taken to another yoga room. The mom is having a private time now for her yoga practice. And the baby would be taken care nicely and separately and would be given some gentle massage, some gentle practices. But basically it is for the mother who doesn't have time alone. So it helps. This mom and baby yoga concept is still not that popular.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are the benefits of this
She can have some time to practice
along with the baby?
along with the baby.
Okay, when we talk about yoga, the word meditation comes automatically. We don't have to think about it. So how does meditation helps during pregnancy as well as postnatal after the delivery?
I tell you, meditation is a part of yoga. It's not separate from yoga. It is the part of the postnatal yoga. And it helps soothe the nerves, it helps calm the nerves, it gives the mother confidence also, it gives a balanced mind. And a balanced mind, a mind at peace, it helps during the pregnancy. After the pregnancy, in some cases it is seen that mother has a kind of a depression. Some low
Baby blues
feeling.
or postpartum depression.
Yes, it is there. So, but doing meditation regularly, that doesn't come. That state of depression doesn't arise. So, whether it's during pregnancy or after the pregnancy, the meditation is always useful.
Always useful.
Always useful.
Shiv Chitan, we have to sum up and wind up this show. So, what is your conclusion on this? Pre and post.
Thank you.